Hey, this is Alex from Graysand, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on how to install a large barn door and barn door track. A large sliding barn door is a great way to separate two spaces in a building without losing any floor space. If you only take one tip from this video, make sure when installing a large sliding barn door that you measure the center of the track height from the highest point of the floor. If you set out the heights from the lowest point of the floor and the floor is at a level, the door will bind as it slides into the highest point. I'll then plumb up the opening side of the jamb. 75mm past this line will be the start of the sliding door track. To find the center line of the track, you need to add 43mm to the door height. The door I've been supplied with is 2100, therefore the center line of the track will be 2143 from the highest point of the floor height. I'm using a 90mm mounting board, so I'll mark 45mm down from the center line, and this will give me the height of the bottom of my mounting board. I'll use the laser level to help me mark the position of the mounting board in a level and straight line. Next, I'll go through and mark the position of the timber studs onto the wall. I always confirm the center of the stud position by hitting a framing nail through the gyprock into the timber stud so I can be sure that the screws are hitting a timber framing member. Barn doors are heavy and need to be well supported to prevent the door from falling or coming loose. As the barn door I'm using has a kind of rustic look, I'm going to use an exposed hardwood mounting board to continue with a rustic finish. The track will finish 75mm past the left hand side of the opening. I'll use a 5mm drill bit to pre-drill the mounting board stud locations. By pre-drilling, countersinking and sanding the mounting board, it will allow us to easily lift it up and place it onto a block clamped to the wall at the correct height. This makes it easy to screw securely into the timber studs. I made the mistake of forgetting to mark the track hole locations onto the mounting board whilst the mounting board was on the saw stools. Oh well, something to remember for next time. Using the included spacers, lag bolts and washers, I'll mark and attach the track to the mounting board. Then make sure it's straight and tighten the bolts with a socket. The next step is to attach the rollers to the door. It's a simple process to install these rollers, as they only need 2 screws each to secure them to the top of the door. I've installed these rollers 150mm from each end of the door using 2 75mm 14 gauge bugle screws. Next, I'm going to hang the door so I can mark out accurately the rebate position. I'm happy with how the door is sliding smoothly and freely. So next, I can mark the bottom of the door for the position of the door guide. I want to mark and confirm the depth and position of the rebate that I'll cut into the bottom of the door. Due to this door having a bow in it, I decided to try and rectify the issue by laying the door on a flat surface with some heavy tubs of paint for a few days. Unfortunately, this didn't straighten the door like I was hoping for. It's not ideal to have a large bow in a sliding door or any door, but the clients want to continue with this door, and I'm still confident I can make it work. To rebate the door for the guide, I'll run a straight line along the center of the bottom of the door from one end to the other. I'll then mark 20mm up to represent the rebate depth. I'll make the width of the rebate to be about 5mm. Due to the door not being straight, I can't just set a trimmer or saw guide to follow the edge of the door, which would have been the easiest option. So instead, I'll start with my small circular saw and freehand cut the center line with the circular saw set to the correct depth. I'll cut 2 lines and then follow through with a 5mm cutter bit into my trimmer. This rebate in the bottom of the barn door will allow the guide that is screwed to the floor to guide the door smoothly when being opened and closed. The next step is to integrate the floor guide into the groove situated at the bottom of the door. This component plays a vital role in stabilising the door's movement and preventing swaying. Mark the precise location on the floor where you intend to secure the floor guide. Once you've marked the spots, proceed to drill the holes into the floor. With the holes in place, secure the floor guide firmly, thereby guaranteeing the door's stability and minimising any unnecessary motion during the usage. Following these steps accurately will contribute significantly to the smooth operation of your sliding barn door. Next, I'm going to slide a stopper onto each end of the track and tighten with the hex head key supplied in the kit. This will stop the door from coming off the track. Once the door is installed and sliding smoothly, the last job is to attach a handle. I'm using a double-sided 300mm brass plated handle. This will allow the door to be slid open easily from both sides. All I need to do to attach this handle to the door is drill the door from both sides, then using the bolt supplied, attach the brass handle onto the sliding barn door. Now that's the end of the project, and I'm happy with the final result. The door slides smoothly, and it's a great product to separate two parts of a building while not losing any floor space. Thanks for joining me today at Graysand. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more exciting DIY projects, and share it with your fellow community. Until next time, keep building, keep creating, and most importantly, keep enjoying the process.